Hello children, Namaskar sabhi ko. Greetings to all and a very warm welcome to the State Council of Educational Research and Training, Patna, Bihar. So children, I hope you understand this is an English lesson. As usual, we are going to have a very interesting discussion on a very emotional topic. एक बहुत ही भावुक सा विषय है, emotional, which always makes us sometimes feel very strong and sometimes feel very weak. कभी हम इस टॉपिक पर strong feel करते हैं and sometimes we also feel very weak. Just imagine a soldier in his bright uniform, strong, tall, stout, standing before you, marching ahead, just as the way you have seen them on 26 January or 15th August. अक्सर 15 अगस्त और 26 जनवरी को ऐसे जवानों को देखकर हमें बड़ा ही प्राउड फील होता है. वी ऑलवेज फील प्राउड टू देम. बट हैव वी एवर थॉट हाउ डिफ़िकल्ट एंड टफ लाइफ इज़ देयर्स. उनकी लाइफ कितनी डिफ़िकल्ट और टफ होती है. बट डज अ सोल्जर क्राई ऑन इट. क्या एक सिपाही उसके ऊपर रोता है? नेवर. Never ever we have seen a soldier crying over the tough nature of his duties. He always takes pride in it. Such was a soldier, Rupert Brooke. Yes, you are right. This is the poem of your textbook, The Soldier, written by Rupert Brooke. Now this is a very interesting thing. He was not the soldier of Indian Army. Indian Army का soldier नहीं था वो. He was the soldier of British Army. And definitely, because he was the soldier of British Army, he fought for England. ब्रिटिश आर्मी के सोल्जर के नाते, सिपाही के नाते उसने सारी लड़ाइयाँ इंग्लैंड की तरफ से लड़ी थी. He fought with the countries, he conquered the countries, conquered, उसने जीता था बहुत से देशों को. For whom? For England. Not for himself, not for his family, but for his beloved country, England. But what makes this poem so special? आखिर इंग्लैंड के इस सिपाही की कहानी हम इंडिया में क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं? Why we are learning his poem? Because a soldier, no matter whether he is a British soldier or an Indian soldier, a soldier is always a soldier. He lives for his country, he dies for his country, he breathes for his country, he eats for his country, and he takes pride in all whatever the country has offered to him. और उसे बहुत खुशी होती है, बहुत गर्व होता है जो कुछ भी उसके देश ने उसे दिया है. इंग्लैंड ने रूपर्ट ब्रूक को भी बहुत सी चीज़ें दी थी. जस्ट लाइक वी हैव बीन गिफ्टेड बाय आवर मदरलैंड. आवर मदरलैंड, आवर नेशन हैज़ गिवन अस द लैंड, द सॉइल, द एयर वी ब्रीथ, द फ्लावर्स विच मेक्स अस हैप्पी, द फैमिली विच मेक्स अस कंफर्टेबल, द होम वेयर वी लिव एंड वी शेयर आवर जॉय एंड पेन. ये सब कुछ हमें अपने देश से मिला है. जस्ट लाइक रूपर्ट ब्रूक शेयर्स his own emotions, his own experience, that he is too grateful. Grateful मतलब आभारी होना, कि वो बहुत आभारी है अपने देश के लिए. Definitely he is talking about England. लेकिन just like Rupert Brooke, each and every soldier, even the Indian soldiers, they are grateful to their motherland. वो अपनी मातृभूमि के लिए बहुत आभारी होते हैं. So let's read out the poem written by Rupert Brooke, who was also famous as a war poet. War poet means, war means युद्ध, poet means कवि. Because he was a soldier, he was full of the experiences of war. दिमाग सिर्फ युद्ध में है और उसके पास बहुत से अनुभव थे. So he was very skilled, he was very nice person, and he shared all his experiences of war in the form of his beautiful poems. So one of his poem is The Soldier. The very title is The Soldier. ये पूरा टाइटल, पूरा शीर्षक ही है द सोल्जर. द वे अ सोल्जर इज, द वे अ सोल्जर थिंक्स, एंड द वे अ सोल्जर डाइज, एंड द वे अ सोल्जर फील्स ग्रेटफुल. जिस तरीके से एक सोल्जर जीता है, रहता है, आभार मानता है और अंत में मर भी जाता है. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द सोल्जर बाय द सोल्जर, द फेमस एंड नन अदर दैन रूपर्ट ब्रूक. सो लेट अस, आई होप, अब इस पोएम का एसेंस, इस पोएम का जो सार है, यू कॉल दिस इज अ 2 स्टैंजा पोएम, वेरी शॉर्ट पोएम, बट देयर इज अ सोल ऑफ इट. ये इस पोएम का सार है, एसेंस है, इसकी आत्मा है. दैट इफ़ यू कैन फील अ सोल्जर, आपको ये पोएम बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आएगी अगर आप एक सोल्जर की भावना को समझते हैं. So let us see how it goes. I hope and expect all of you can open your textbook and go by the lines as I read the poem now. If I should die, think only this of me. If I should die, अगर मैं मर जाऊं, think only this of me. सिर्फ इतना मेरे बारे में सोचना, that there is some corner of a foreign field, that there is some corner of a foreign field that is forever England. Yes, definitely if I would die as a soldier, I am not going to die in my own country. I am not going to die in England. I am going to die in a far away country where I will be fighting for England. मैं एक बहुत दूर देश में जाकर मरूंगा जिसकी लड़ाई मैं इंग्लैंड के लिए लड़ रहा हूँगा. So the poet says, if I should die, think only this of me, that there is some corner of a foreign field that is forever England. No matter where I die, the very same corner will be England for me. मैं जहाँ भी मरूंगा अपने देश के लिए मरूंगा. That's why, therefore, the same corner will become England for me. इसीलिए वही कोना मेरे लिए इंग्लैंड हो जाएगा. There shall be in that rich earth a richer dust concealed. There is a word, बहुत ध्यान से देखना इस वर्ड को, concealed. Concealed मतलब ढका हुआ. There shall be, वहाँ होगा. क्या होगा उस अजनबी देश में? There shall be in that rich earth, उस मिट्टी पर भी एक कोना, एक ढका, उस मिट्टी का भी एक कोना ढका होगा बहुत ही रिच डस्ट से. रिच डस्ट मीन्स द डस्ट ऑफ माई बॉडी. I will be covered there. I hope you understand, when soldiers die on any foreign land, it many a times their body could not be brought up. उनके शरीर वापस नहीं आते हैं. They are simply covered there. They are simply concealed there. So Rupert Brooke simply expresses, if I would die, that part of the foreign land will be a part of me. I will be covered there. वहाँ मुझे ढका हुआ गया होगा. And that will be a richer dust. In that rich earth, a richer dust concealed. उस मिट्टी में भी एक परत छुपा होगा इंग्लैंड का. In the form of my body, in the form of my dust. A dust whom England bore. ये वो डस्ट है. कहते हैं Rupert Brooke was a Christian, he was an Englishman, and there is a famous saying in the Bible, dust thou art, to dust returnest. Dust मतलब धूल. ये शरीर पंच तत्वों का है, हम भी मानते हैं. जब हम मर जाते हैं तो अगर हम इसे मिट्टी में दफना दें तो ये मिट्टी में बदल जाती है. अगर हम इसे जला दें, इफ़ वी बर्न इट आउट, देन इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड टू ऐश, तो ये राख में बदल जाती है. दिस ऐश वी फर्दर फ्लो इट इन द रिवर, हम नदी में बहा देते हैं, और वी जस्ट लीव इट इन द ग्राउंड, और या फिर वो ज़मीन पे रह जाती है. नेवर माइंड वेदर वी रिसीव अ ग्रेव और वी रिसीव अ पायर. पायर कहते हैं चिता को, और ग्रेव कहते हैं कब्र को. या हमारी कब्र बने या हम चिता पर जाएं, हर हाल में हमारा शरीर उसी डस्ट, उसी धूल में बदल जाता है जिससे हम बने हुए हैं. So that very dust the poet is talking about, Rupert Brooke says that on that rich land there will be a dust which will be covered with that land. उसमें उस लैंड में मेरा शरीर ढका हुआ होगा. A dust whom England bore. A dust which is made up of England, जिसे इंग्लैंड ने जन्म दिया. Bore means here to give birth. जिसे इंग्लैंड ने जन्म दिया, शेप दिया, made aware. I was born and brought up in England. I studied in England, जिससे मुझे बहुत सी जानकारी हुई. I was made aware, मुझे जागरूक बनाया गया. Gave once her flowers to love, and my same country gave me some flowers which I would love, her ways to roam, and I was so happy that I would keep wandering across the England. मैं रोम means घूमना. रोम ROME रोम नहीं है. That ROME Rome is the name of a सिटी. इटली की कैपिटल्स रोम, दैट इज सिटी. ये स्पेलिंग पर ध्यान दो. द स्पेलिंग इज ROAM रोम. सो रोम मीन्स घूमना फिरना. सो अगेन द पोएट सेज, नो मैटर इवन इफ आई डाई ऑन अ फॉरेन लैंड, आई विल रिमेंबर माई कंट्री विच हेल्प मी टू लिव, टू हैव माई फन. आई enjoyed her flowers. I enjoyed the education. This is the country which made me who I am, जो मैं आज हूँ. a body of England's breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blessed by sons of home. The same body which was freshened, which was refreshed by England's air, इंग्लैंड की हवा से जिस शरीर को सांस आई, जिस शरीर को ताजगी आई, द ब्लेस्ड बाय सन्स ऑफ होम, जिस इंग्लैंड के सूरज ने मुझे आशीर्वाद दिया, ब्लेस किया, the same body will be concealed under the dust of a foreign land. एक विदेशी जगह की ज़मीन पे वही बॉडी कहीं ना कहीं concealed होगी, छुपी होगी. So if I should die, always remember that a part of England has died with me on some foreign land. किसी विदेशी ज़मीन पर इंग्लैंड के लिए लड़ता हुआ इंग्लैंड के रूप में मैं खुद ही उस ज़मीन पर दबा रहूँगा. This was such a beautiful emotion given by Robert Brooke. Now let us come to the next stanza and think. इतना ही नहीं, you also need to think something else and think. This heart, all evil shed away. This heart, once a person dies, he forgets everything, whatever he might be thinking. कभी हमारे दिल से सब अच्छा बुरा, कभी when we are alive, there are some people with whom we are friends and there are some people whom we do not like, हम नहीं पसंद करते हैं. तो कभी अच्छा सोचते हैं, कभी बुरा सोचते हैं. Sometimes we think good, sometimes we think bad. But once you are dead, even when a soldier dies fighting with the enemies, he stops thinking anything evil about him. कुछ भी उसके बारे में बुरा सोचना वो बंद कर देता है. And think, this heart, all evil shed away. So when I would die, always think that all evil in my heart has also died with me. A pulse in the eternal mind, no less. A pulse in the eternal mind. Now I am no more just a soldier, but I am the part of eternity. The pulse in the eternal mind, no less, gives somewhere back the thoughts by England given. Now I am an eternal mind. Still my thoughts, still my mind, still my heart echoes with the thoughts of England. Now I have used the word echo, E-C-H-O-E. Echo means गूंज. मैं अगर ना भी रहूं तो मेरा दिल और दिमाग इंग्लैंड के ख्यालों से गूंजता रहेगा. My mind will keep echoing with the thoughts of England. And laughter, learnt of friends and gentleness in hearts of peace under an English heaven. Yes, yes, this is what a soldier achieves. Whenever a soldier dies, हम हिंदी में भी कहते हैं अगर युद्ध भूमि में लड़ते हुए कोई मारा जाए तो उसे वीरगति प्राप्त होती है, स्वर्ग मिलता है. Why? Because he died not because of himself. He never died for oneself. He died for his country, his countrymen, for his motherland. So Rupert Brooke also expresses the same emotion, that even though I feel nothing of my enemy, but my heart, my mind will keep echoing, will keep resounding, will keep buzzing, will keep ringing. बजते रहेंगे मेरे दिल और दिमाग में. क्या बजेगा? शांति, वो हंसी, वो यादें which I had in England with my friends, the gentleness, the laughter, back the thoughts of England given in hearts of peace under an English heaven. So no matter where do I die, where do I work, my heart, my mind, my soul was from England and will always remain with England. So this was Rupert Brooke, a soldier who expressed his emotions for his mother nation England. But children, you should always remember, ये सिर्फ एक इंग्लैंड के सिपाही की भावना नहीं बल्कि हर देश के सिपाही की भावना होती है. If he is an American soldier, his heart will always be with America. If he is an Indian soldier, his heart will always be in India. Just imagine, suppose a soldier, one of you will become a soldier when you grow up and you become a soldier, you are from Bihar, always, no matter wherever you die, even with army, you went to fight with any nation outside the country or at the borders, your heart will always be echoing with your thoughts, memories, emotions and devotion for your motherland, your village, your town, your city, your state and nonetheless your nation. So Rupert Brooke had his emotions for England, but this poem shares a common emotion, a dedication of each and every soldier who fights and dies for his beloved motherland. So this was the poem. I hope you enjoyed it. Just respect and take pride in the feelings and emotions of being a soldier. Thank you for today.